These are Kenya's northern rangelands, dry, dusty, and incredibly vast. For centuries, nomadic herders have migrated seasonally here in search of fresh pastures. But today, the land has become ground zero in the scramble for a new and lucrative natural resource. One that is tearing communities apart. Carbon offsets have become big business here. Western tech companies like Netflix and Meta have invested millions in a project aimed at sucking CO2 from the atmosphere by controlling where and when livestock can graze. Now, fences and weapons are proliferating across this fragile landscape.
You can be kidnapped or even killed.
Why is this green solution being met with so much opposition? And why are Kenya's carbon dealers so keen on keeping journalists and researchers away? If indigenous residents were not asked for their permission to extract and market carbon offsets, whose consent was given? The Northern Rangelands Trust says their authority to sell carbon credits comes from the conservancies themselves, entities that they helped establish across millions of acres of indigenous lands. But an ongoing lawsuit disputes this, citing Kenya's Community Lands Act and alleging that the NRT's establishment of conservancies on this land was unconstitutional.
Most of these purported agreements were not subjected to public participation.
Human rights lawyer Innocent Makaka has spent years as an advocate at Kenya's High Court. He is lead counsel on the case. His clients allege that the conservancies NRT is using to produce the carbon offsets were established without consent.
We can call them private entities that have come to community land and they have established conservancies and other activities in the community land at the expense of the community. But we've not seen anything filed that indicated that indeed these community members, our clients, were involved. Yet these conservancies are established in their community, limiting their land use one way or another. And that's why we even went to court, because it's our opinion that there is no legal basis.
We approached the NRT about the case, but they declined to comment. While the legality of the conservancies is being debated in court, the control they exert over the landscapes where they have been established through force of arms is very much a reality. Solomon Limpatu does not know what a carbon credit is. He tells us he's never heard of them. But he says his father was shot dead for grazing the family's animals in the wrong place, and that he watched it happen.
Basi mimi sijui, basi hapo ni mbaya kuingiza ng'ombe. So mimi nikaenda tu, mimi sijui kitu. Sijui hapa ni mbaya nini, nikaingiza tu ng'ombe. Mimi nilikuwa tunafuatana na ng'ombe, bora yake tu mimi niko tu kwa ng'ombe. Sijui nilikuwa mdogo.